Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hafiz, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create this beautiful baby niche branded Shopify store. I'm going to be using custom codes in some sections, so without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So guys, before we jump into the actual design of the theme, the first steps we have to do now is to set up our Shopify store. And the things we are going to do for the setup is just adding product and then creating our collection for the product. So let's do that right now. So I'm going to click on product, and then I'm going to add my product from here. So for you guys, you just have to click on add product and then fill up your product one after the other. But for me, I already have my product already created and downloaded from my previous store, so I'm just gonna import them from here by clicking here. So I'm gonna go to my download files, and then I'm gonna drag and drop the CSV file inside the dialog box. So I'm gonna click upload and preview, then import product, and then this will take some time. So yeah, once the products are done uploading, we can then move on to creating our collections. On the far left, we click on collections, then we click on create collection. We can name our collection whatever we like. I'm gonna name mine baby products or baby toys. We click on save. When it's done saving, we will add our product inside the collection by clicking browse and selecting all the products from here. We click on add. Once that is done, we will move on to adding our theme to our online store. So to install our theme, we have to click on online store right here, and then we have to click on done theme. We have to click on add to start the installation. So this might take a while, so no worries. So once our theme is done uploading, we are going to start customizing our theme with our designs. So let's click on customize right here. So the next step now is to add our brand colors. What we have to do is go to the far left, and you can see theme settings. You click on theme settings, and then you click on colors. Already you can see pre-filled color schemes. We have 5 of them. For me personally, I like to add my own color schemes, and I'm going to add about six of them, which will make 12. So I'm going to do that right now. Click on add scheme, and then I'm going to start filling them up with my own brand colors. The background color should be this one, background color. Perfect. We click save. We're going to do that for the next 6 color schemes. Add one more scheme. We click save. We add the 8th color scheme. Click save. On the 7th color scheme, I didn't change the button style. Solid background color is this color right here. This color is white. Yeah, button is white. So we click save, and then we go back and add our 9th. It's this one here. Click on save. Then we add our 10th color scheme. The background should be white, and then the text should be this color right here. We click on save, and then we add our 11th. We click on save. Not yet, we have to change the text, and the solid background color should be, for the button, should be this color right here, and the button label should be that color. We click on save, click on we have to change, we have to add the 12th. Yes, we add it, perfect. And then we change the text to be this color right here, and then the solid button color should be this one right here, and yeah, the solid button label should be white, I guess. Yep, perfect. We'll click on save. To add the typography, first we have to click out of colors, and then we click on typography. Under headings, we have to change our previous font to Roboto Slab right here. We click on it, then we change the font weight to bold, click and select. Then under body font, we have to change that also to Roboto Slab, perfect. And then we have to leave it on regular. The body font, the font weight has to be on regular. So we click on select, and then we click on save. Perfect. Now that typography is done, let's fix up our logo. We click out of typography, we click on logo, select image, add images, and then we choose our image from our folder right here. I'm gonna click open, and then we move on to changing the border radius for the buttons and cards. So we first click out of logo, and then we find button right here. We click on buttons, we change the border radius to 40 pixels. We click out of buttons, we look for variant pills, we change the border radius to 40 pixels. We look for input, we also change the border radius to 40 pixels. We look for product cards, we change the border radius also to, we make the border radius about 18 pixels to 20 pixels. We click out of product cards, we look for collection cards, we change the border radius also to about 18 to 20 pixels. We put on 20. We click out of collection cards, we click on block cards, we also change that also to 20 pixels. Click out of block cards, content container, 20 pixels, media, 20 pixels. Perfect. And then we click on save. Now let's start filling up our designs. The first place I'm going to start with is the announcement bar. So I'm just going to click on announcement bar right here. Perfect. And then I'm going to change the color scheme to scheme 6. Perfect. Yes, and then we can adjust the width of the logo right here to something a little bit much bigger. Perfect. Then we click save. Now we can move on to the header section. We're going to click on the header section right here, and then also we're going to change the color scheme to scheme 10. Yes, perfect. And click save. Now I'm going to move on to the image banner section. I'm going to click on the image banner section right here. And then I'm going to change the color scheme to color scheme 7. Perfect. And then I'm going to click on save. Next step is to upload our own banner. Click on select image. Then we click on our image right here. I already have it installed. Click on done. Perfect. And then we are going to reduce the image overlay opacity. We're going to make it on 0%. Right there. We click on save. Next step now is to change the alignment of the content. So we look for desktop content position. We make it on middle left. Perfect. Next, we have to change the alignment of the content also. We have to put it on left as well. Click on left. You can save. So as you can see, the color of the button does not go with the color of the heading. So let's change that. Click on button on your far left. Then you take out the outline button style. Perfect. Then you click on save. So on our design, we have text in the middle and a bit of text also at the top here. So let's do that right now. Click on add block, click on text. Then we put the text in between the heading and the buttons. And then we click on save. So to add a small text above the heading, we will have to use custom codes for that because it's not in this particular theme. So to do that, we have to click on the 3 dots right here, and then we choose edit code. Once you're there, click on sections, and then look for image banner. Here, image banner.liquid, you click on it. And then you have to scroll a bit down, almost down at the schema section. Then you have to look for something called type text. So as you can see, there's type select, type color scheme. You have to look for type text. So we have type checkbox. We are looking for type text. Here is it, type text. So once you're there, you have to change the limit to 2. That's all for this. Then you click on save. Go back to your editor, then refresh. Perfect. Then you can add your block to it. Click on add block and add text. Move your text on top of your header. Click on save and then change your text to something short. Maybe just put the name of your company, Tiny Treasures. Tiny Treasures, perfect. And then click on save. Here. So the next section is the divider section. This is the section I'm talking about, this one right here. So unfortunately, this section is not included inside the Done theme. We have to do that with custom codes. And to do that, just go to these three dots right here. You click on it, click on edit code. You have to look for sections. You click on sections, and then you have to click on add new section. So I'm gonna name this MBH section divider. Okay, and then you click on done. Perfect. So To get the codes to this particular design right here, the codes to this divider, you have to send me an email or just click down in the description. I'm gonna put something there where you can access these codes. So I'm just gonna copy this code from my previous design, and then I'm just gonna paste it here. Command A and Command V, we paste everything around there. But make sure you delete this one first. Delete everything, and then you paste your new code that I'm gonna give you. Just paste your new code inside this block. Okay, perfect. You click save, and then you go back to your theme editor. You refresh your theme editor right here. And then you click on add section. You have to look for MBH section border right here. You click on it, then you bring it down just underneath the image banner section. Perfect. Once we have our divider section in place, now we can upload our divider by selecting the image. Just select image here, or by just uploading the image right there. Click on add image. Then we need the blue divider actually because of our design. So we click on the blue divider right here. Yeah, I think so. Do we have any other blue divider? Yes, we do. Yeah, this one is what we need. Yeah, perfect. We click on open, and then we wait for it to upload. Click on done. Perfect. Then we click save. So this is what we are aiming at. Okay, something like this. So what we can do next is to change the position to overlap the image banner like this. So click on overlap above section. This option is given to you from the divider, the MBH section border shape. The option is given to you from there. Then you click on save. Perfect. Now we have our featured products. That's the next section we are going to. Now for the featured product section, we have to click on the section itself, featured product, and then we have to change the background color by changing the color scheme to scheme 8. Perfect. And then I don't want the product to stack on each other, so I have to reduce the amount of product that must be shown on the desktop. So we can do that right here. Maximum product to show, we change it to 4. Perfect. And we click on save. Now we have another issue. This view all button, I don't want it to be there, so I'm just going to uncheck this enable view all if collection has more product than shown. I just uncheck it, and then I click save. Perfect. Now we are done with the featured collection page, with the featured collection section. So now the next section is the icon sections. So to do that, we have to click on add section right here, and then we have to look for multi-column. So we don't need the heading, so we have to delete it. Perfect. And then we don't need the button as well, so we have to remove the button label. Just delete the text on the button label and it's gone. But we need 5 icons, and there are 3 columns here, so we need 5 columns. So we have to add 2 more columns. 1, 2. Perfect. And then we click on save. Then the next step is to click on multi-column and then adjust the amount of columns that should be on the desktop. So 5. So 4, 5. Perfect. We click on save. We want the text align to be centered, so we click on center here, right here, centered. We click on save. Then we want we don't want the text to be shown, we only want the headers to be shown. So we have to click individually on each columns and then delete the text, the description text. We have to delete them. Good. Click on the second one. Command A, delete. third one, Command A, delete fourth one, Command A, delete fifth one, Command A, delete, and then we click on save. Now we need to add a background color to our icon section. So to do that, we have to click on multi-column here, and then we have to change the color scheme to scheme 8 like this. Then we click on save. The next step now is to start filling up the section with our icons. So we click on each column like this, and then we have to click on select image, and then find the icons we want. Click this one, done. Click the second image, the second column, sorry. Find the icon that we want, click on it, perfect. And then the third column, we look for this one, click on this one, perfect. The fourth column, perfect. And then the fifth column, we have to find it from our file. So I think it's the stool. The stool, perfect. Here is it. And then we click on done, save, perfect. Now we need to adjust the sizes of the icons. So we click on multi-column, and then we have to make the sizes. We click on image width, and then find the 1/3 width of the column. That's what we click on, and then perfect. That's where we are. Save, and then we can change the text to each column. We can say this one should be swing. Yeah, it could be something else. It could be a different icon, a different name. You can say this one should be house or something. And then this one should be horse. And then this one should be Teddy. Then the last one should be a chair. So just write chair there. Perfect. And then we click on save. So quickly, let's check what we have to design. Let's go back to our design. We are done with the feature collection. We are done with the icons. Now the next step is to add a divider. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go back to our section, add section. Remember, we've already given the custom section, so MBH section border is the name. You click on it, and then you upload your own border. Where is it? I think it's the green one. Okay, yeah, here. Perfect. Open. Done. Save. To match the color of the previous section, we have to change the background of the section, of the border section. We have to change the background to green, I guess. Yeah, no, to blue, I guess. Yeah, blue. So let's do that. Just paste it right here, and then here we go. Perfect. So the next section is the image text section, this section right here. So let's do that. We click on add section, then we find image to text, image with text. Perfect. We need 2 of them, so we duplicate it, and then we make the image to come last on the second section. Perfect. And then we click on save. And for each of those image with text sections, we change the background color by changing the background scheme to color scheme to green, if I'm correct. Yeah, like this. And then also the container section should be changed. The color should be changed to green as well. And then save. And then the button should be an outline. Yeah, the button should be an outline like this. Perfect. And then this as well, the button should be an outline. Click on the button and then we use the outline and click on save. I notice the text here should be white. As you can see here, the text is white and the outline button as well is white. So what we can do is we have to go back to our color scheme. We click on image with text again, then go to the color scheme and click on edit, and then we can change the text to white from here. And then also the outline button should be white as well. We click on save. We do that for the second image with text. We change the color scheme to color scheme 12, and we change the container color scheme as well for the same section to color scheme 12. Perfect. And we click on save. Perfect. Then we have to fill up our images. So for each section we are given the option to upload images. So I click on select image and then I will add images, and then I need this image right here. I click on open, click on done. Perfect. Click on save. For the second image with text section we do the same. We click on select image and then we find this image right here. Perfect. We click on save. So now the next section is the featured product section right here. So that's what we're going to do next. You come to add section and then you add our divider. We add the image of our divider here, like so. And then we change the background of our divider to green. We come again to add section. We look for featured product. We select the product we want to be specifically featured. I want to feature this product right here. I like this product. And then I click select and save. Perfect. The next step now is to change the background color to fit the border or to fit the divider. I'll change the color scheme. I'll click on change and I will look for color scheme 11. Perfect. And then I click save. Now the next step is this section right here. So let's do that. Come back here. We click on add section and we want rich text first, and we also have to put the border. Perfect. But the border has to be above the rich text, so like this. And what color is it again? Yellow orange kind of. So we click on MBH section border shape. We find our border color. I think it's this color right here. Yes, it's the color. Am I correct? Yes. Then we change the background color of the border to fit the previous section, and the previous section is pink. Yes, the previous section is pink. So the color, I have to get the color codes. It's this color right here. I will copy it and then click on the border section again and change the background color to this color right here. I click on save, and then also I will have to change the background color for the rich text section, and then look for the color scheme. Yeah, color scheme 9, which is great. Click on save, and we don't want to have a button right there, so we click on the button and then we delete it. Click on save. Now click on add sections, MBH section border, select image, upload the cloud. This time around we want the cloud to be facing downwards. Okay, we want the cloud to be facing downwards, so we flip it by clicking flip, turn image horizontally. So turn image 160 degrees, sorry, like this, and then you have to increase translate Y to -1. Yeah, -1. Click save. The next section is the customer review section. So what we have to do is we click on add section again, and then we will look for multi-columns right here, and then I don't want to have the buttons, so I have to delete the button label, and then I can use right here multi-column. I can say customer review. Perfect. And then I can center all the text like this, and the image width that I'm going to use, because I'm going to drop a star, I'm going to drop star icons, so I'm going to use 1/3 width of the column. So I'm going to save this one, and then for each column I'm going to add my own custom stars. Yes, it should be somewhere here. Yeah, right here, stars. Perfect. And then I click done. And then I have to change the color scheme to the same color like the previous section. Let's color scheme 9, I guess. Yeah. Perfect. And then I click save. So normally, as you can see, the style is not looking nice because this section should also be centered. So what I'm gonna do right here is either I remove this one right here. Perfect. I click save, and then on this section I can just use customer review like this. Yeah, customer reviews, and I click on save, and then I can reduce the bottom padding to reduce the space between the header and the actual columns. So for each column you can already start to change the name or the name of the person. You can say Rachel or Richard. For other ones as well, just do the same. Find the icons. The same thing for the third one. Sorry. Same thing for the third one. You can say Sarah. Then the fourth one should be Ahmed. Then you can add the other star also the same way. Perfect. Then we click on save. And then to complete this section, we need an extra border. So that's what we're gonna do. We have to add the border underneath here. So let's do that. So the next section now is the blog post section, and this is how we want it to look like this. So let's get started. We go back to our theme editor. We click on add section. We find blog post. We change the background color to scheme 7. Perfect. We shouldn't forget to change the background color for our section divider, our previous section divider, to fit our current section. We click on it and then we change our background color to this color right here. We click on save. So now let's go back to our theme editor. We click on online store, customize. We scroll down to our blog post section. We click on the blog post section and then we have to select the blog that we just created. That's the news. We click on news, we select it. We click on save. Now our blog post is live on our homepage. Now let's fill up our blog posts. First, we have to exit the theme editor. We click here. We click on online store. Then we find our blog post. We click on blog post. Then we click on create blog post. Then we fill it up with our headings. And the content. We have to click on visible. Then we add our featured image. Perfect. We click on save. Now let's create our second blog post. Click on add blog post. We add our title and the content and the image. We click on visible. We click on save again. Now let's add our second blog post, our third blog post. We add our title, our content, and then our image. We click on save. We should make sure it's on visible. Save again, and then we should be done with all our blog posts. Now the next section is the social media section. Here is what we are trying to achieve: a scrolling effect. Unfortunately, this effect is not available on the Done theme, so we have to use custom codes for this section. So let's go back to our theme editor. We click on add section first to add the divider. Perfect. Once the divider is there, we upload our divider. Perfect. And then we change the background section to fit our former section. We click on save. So the next step now is to add our custom codes. We click on these three buttons or three dots. We click on edit code. We look for sections, we click on it. Add a new section, we click on it. Then we click on social media. Then we type in social media, social_media. We click on save or done. Now let's delete the schema code. To get this code, just check the description below. You will find the code for this section there. So, but now I'm just gonna copy the code from my previous store. Now I've pasted the code inside here. I'm just gonna click save. I will go back to my theme editor. I will refresh the page. I'll click on add section. Then I'll look for MBH social media. I'll click on it and I will scroll down. Excuse me. Then I change the section background to this color and the heading color to this color. And then I will uncheck this checkbox that says content settings, use content. I don't want to use this content right here, so I'm just going to uncheck it. Perfect. And then the image settings, I want them to be the same width and the same height. So I'm just going to make the image height 300 pixels. Perfect. And then I click on save. The next step is to start filling up the images. So I click on each image and then I put my own image in there. I click on select image. This one looks good. I click on the next one, select image. This image looks perfect. I will click on the third image. This image looked beautiful as well. And then I'll find the fourth image and I think this works good. Perfect. I think these images are enough. I'm just gonna delete the fifth column for the fifth image. Perfect. And I'm just gonna click save. As you can see, there's like a space in between the border and the section. To change that, just click on the border and then change the translate Y to -1 or 1, sorry, increase it to 1. Perfect, and click save. Everything should be fine now. And for your social media section, I want to change the heading to follow us on Instagram. Perfect, and then just click save. Now the next section is the footer section. This is what we are trying to achieve for the footer. We are trying to achieve two things here. We want to have our logo at the last element, and then we want a newsletter to be included on one row as part of the columns in the footer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. I want newsletter to be part of the columns on one row. Unfortunately, we cannot do this with our free done theme because that's just the way it is. We just have to use our custom code for this. So let's do that. So we go back to our theme editor, and then first we have to take away this current newsletter by clicking footer, and then we have to uncheck this. So the next step now is to go back to our code editor right here, and then we have to find footer.liquid. Perfect. So to get the code for this section, check the description below. As I said, for now I'm just going to go back to my previous code. I'm going to copy it, footer.liquid, and then I'm just going to paste it here. Copy everything and just paste it here. Yeah, and then I'm just click save. Go back to your theme editor, click save, refresh. And then we can add the blocks. We want the text, we want 2 links, and then we want newsletter like this. It's perfect. And then we click save. So let's change the background color for the footer. We click on the section, we find color scheme, then we find the color we want scheme 6, I think. Yeah, perfect. We click on save. Now the next step is to add our image. So the code already gives us the option. We just have to come here, right here, we click on select image. Then we find our logo right here. Perfect. Then we click on save. Perfect. But I think there's a problem with this, because if we go to our mobile layout, as you can see, the logo is overlapping. Can you see? It's overlapping. So we have to adjust this in our codes. We go back to our code editor. What we have to do right now is to add our own custom CSS file. So we go to assets, we click on add new asset, create a blank file, type in custom, click done. Perfect. For this CSS file, the code also, I'm going to link it down below in my description. So what you have to do, what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to copy the code from my format store, and I'm just going to paste it right here. I'm going to click save. And for this code to work, we have to place a particular code also. I'm going to show you in my description. So just click the link in my description. It will take you directly to where you can get the code. So I'm going to go to layout. I'm going to click on Theme.liquid. And then I'm going to click, or just put my cursor inside the code and click or type Command F or Control F on PC, and then type base, click enter. Now, as you can see, this base.css, right underneath this base.css, I want you guys to put in this code, which you will find also in my description. I'm going to put everything in my description. So perfect. And then you just click save. Now when we go back to our theme editor and we refresh the page, this shouldn't be a problem any longer. Perfect. Everything seems aligned. Alright, just a heads up, this template is available on my store, and it includes all the custom codes, all the images, all the brand guidelines, and step-by-step instruction guide. check the link in my description below. Also hit the like and subscribe button. Cheers.